Good morning, Trojans. Today is Monday, March 8th.
We have some big news for the state of Louisiana. The governor has finally announced that we'll be moving back into Phase 3. At the time of us filming, it hasn't been announced when all students will return to school, but we're hopeful it'll be soon.
Last week, our sophomores took the ACT test, and tomorrow our juniors and some seniors will be testing. Here's Ms. Kelly on some helpful reminders for tomorrow.
I'm here again to talk to you about the ACT that's happening tomorrow for our juniors and our seniors that signed up to take it. It doesn't matter if you're an A-day student, a B-day student, or a virtual student. We all have to come to the school to take standardized tests. It is still a requirement, and this is actually a test that you have to be able to graduate from ASH. It's an awesome test. It opens the door for so many opportunities for you. And we really look forward to seeing you all here and seeing everything that you guys are going to accomplish through this test. So what do you need to know about what do you need to have with you for this test tomorrow? The first thing you need to make sure you have with you is a picture ID badge. You can use your school ID badge. That is completely acceptable. But if you have a driver's license or a permit, those are also acceptable forms of identification. Always have an ID badge with you whenever you go to take the ACT. Another thing you need to have with you is a calculator. All math on the exam can be completed without a calculator. However, your life is going to be so much easier if you have one. One other thing you need to have with you is a pencil. Actually, why don't you go ahead and bring a couple of them? 2, 3 of them, just in case something happens. A number 2 pencil is what's required for the Scantron. Mechanical pencils are not acceptable. I can't tell you exactly why, but I think it's because the mechanical pencils tend to scratch the Scantrons. If you're spending all this time working on an exam, don't waste it by using a mechanical pencil. Have yourself regular pencils with erasers to take this test. When you come, something important that you need to know is that you are not going to that ACT test prep class that you went to last week that was on your schedule. You should now have a testing roster listed on your schedule. That is where you need to report for the actual exam. So last week, your Power School said ACT prep class. This week, you're going to the room number associated with testing roster. I think that's just about it. I think that's all you need to know for the exam. Again, free dress, come comfortable, layer for the warmth or for the cold, and you'll be dismissed around noon. I think those are the important things that you need to know, but by all means, you know where to find me if you have any questions. See you guys tomorrow.
Thanks, Ms. Kelly. We really appreciate everything you've done to get us ready for testing. And also, good luck to all of y'all taking y'all's test tomorrow.
It's been an exciting season for a few of our groups at school. Our boys basketball team has been doing really well in playoffs, and our girls dance line team dominated their championship.
Congrats to both of these groups. We'll have more on them next week and their achievements.
Thanks to all of you who have submitted teacher shoutouts on Google Classroom. It's been great to see our teachers get some recognition.
Today, we hear about Miss Graff, who teaches math engineering and is head of the math department.
Miss Graff is one of the best teachers I ever had. I mean, I really enjoy being in her class, and I consider her one of the best teachers, and she's one of my favorite ones too.
Shout out to Ms. Graff, one of my favorite math teachers out of all my years of high school. You know, I want to shout out to her because at the beginning of the year, I really wasn't coming to school. I really wasn't participating in class or nothing, but you know, she really checked in on me, make sure I was doing okay. So shout out to you, Ms. Graff.
Thanks, Ms. Graff. We think you are pretty special. Thank you for teaching us the complicated subject of math.
We also feature a new teacher this week. Miss Tiffany Chalette is the newest science teacher today, and we're going to learn more about her.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Chalette, and I teach chemistry and environmental science. Before I came to ASH, I was a respiratory therapist for 20 years. I worked in the newborn ICU at Rapides, and I worked at Women's and Children's in New Orleans. My experience so far at ASH has been actually great. I've really come to enjoy it. I enjoy seeing the kids every day. I even got to coach soccer this year, which was something I was not expecting. and I ended up loving soccer and love coaching the girls. Science is the subject that I love. I love more anatomy and phys, and I didn't think, I was very hesitant about the chemistry at first, but then once I started teaching it, then I grew to love it. The biggest thing I want them to learn is they don't always have to take the traditional path. They don't always have to take the traditional college path, that there are different avenues to take and you can still be successful in that. Three fun, interesting things is I used to be really big into CrossFit. I do have my level 1 certification to instruct CrossFit. Like I said, I love to coach. I love teaching the kids and motivating the kids in different sports. I love to come to love soccer. Didn't know this, but yes, I come to love it. I just enjoy being with my family. My bucket list is to go to all the Major League Baseball stadiums. I like seeing all the athletes in the school, and I like having athletes in my class. It gives me great joy to be able to teach them and help guide them.
Thanks, Ms. Shoutout. We're glad you're with us, and thank you for all of your hard work with coaching the girls' soccer team and the swim team.
Next week will be a big week for our theater department. For the past few months, the theater, choir, and dance groups have been working tirelessly to get ready for our first musical.
Footloose premieres this week on Thursday, March 11th, and will play throughout the weekend. The show will be at Coughlin Saunders. We know it will be a great show.
I'm excited for people to see it. I'm excited for people to walk in there and hear the opening number and see 49 people on stage, standing face forward, being like, hey, we're here.
Audiences can expect a lot of dancing. They can expect a little bit of drama and a lot of singing. There's some really talented kids in this program, and I think their talents are really going to be showcased in this, production.
It's kind of overwhelming, but in a good way, I guess you could say. It's just, this show is like really important to the theater department and me, because it's really helped me step out of my comfort zone.
Well, we've been very nervous about who's going to get quarantined, who's going to be able to come to practice, but we all really work hard, work together to make sure, what we were supposed to do. We work together to get caught up on different things. And
I'm feeling pumped and excited for the show, but I'm also nervous because we got a lot of weeks canceled because of the snow and stuff, but we finally made it through.
These students have been rehearsing in dance studios, then rehearsing in cheer rooms, then rehearsing in cafeterias. Sometimes we rehearse in hallways, and we have to adjust. But everybody's been so professional, and they've been so hardworking and trying their best, especially considering that this is most of the cast's first show, most of their first leads. So everybody's been adjusting pretty quickly, and that's another thing that I love about this theater program, and that's what really keeps me here.
Mr. Price, he's amazing.
He's letting us know that our talents aren't just going to be wasted away. He's giving us our time, and he's letting us be on stage in front of everybody, and he's letting us showcase what we do best, which we weren't able to do for a long time now.
He's worked professionally in so many places, so it's been really awesome to also know what is outside of high school and what the real world is like, but and have somebody who's so dedicated and so enthusiastic about this and who wants it just as much as us.
I think I can speak for everyone when I say that he has really brought this sense of happiness to all of us that we didn't think that we could have through theater.
I really want people to see that, Ash Theater is something that's going to grow and develop and get better over the next few years, because we haven't had a musical since my freshman year, so for this one to be the one that we're coming back with, it sets the standard really high for what's going to come after.
From this show, I hope people can see that, Ash isn't just a name known for athletics, but we're here too. The theater department and the music department, we've been looking to put on a showcase for a long time, and I feel like, it's our time.
I was absolutely shocked by everything. A lot of people wouldn't really think that Ash has a lot of talent in this certain program, but everything is fantastic here.
We are a group of people that can work through just about anything. There's nothing that can really stop us when we put our all into something. That when we're passionate about something, there's nothing that can hold us back.
I hope that people take away the message of freedom, the message of liberation, and the message to just have fun and fight for what you want. When you think about Footloose, you're like, wow, that seems kind of silly that the whole show is about them fighting to dance, but it's more than that. It's fighting for their freedom to express themselves and to have fun.
You will not be disappointed. And when you come, get ready to cut Footloose.
Thanks, guys. We can't wait to see you all shine on stage. Tickets are available this week, and make sure to grab yours.
That's it for our show this week. Have a great one.